Monday afternoon, everybody. Welcome back down to my library. And today I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek on what I want to read in February. So this is going to be my February TBR. So as you know, I go by 3 different media categories: physical, audiobook, and Kindle. So a lot of these are possible, but if I don't get to all of them, it's not the end of the world. So let's go ahead and get started with my physical reads. And the first book I want to show off is Everything's Eventual by Stephen King. This has 14 dark tales. So this is his next short story collection, and this collects stories such as Autopsy Room 4, The Man in the Black Suit, All That He Loved Will Be Carried Away, The Death of Jack Hamilton, In the Death Room, The Little Sisters of Eluria, Everything's Eventual, LT's Theory of Pets, The Road Virus Heads North, Lunch at the Gotham Cafe, That Feeling You Can Only Say What It Is in French, 1408, Riding the Bullet, and Lucky Quarter. So, very excited to jump into this, and it's definitely going to be my next one. And plus, it's short story, so I shouldn't have a hard time with it. That is Everything's Eventual. And now something completely random. What I have here on this page, numbers 1 to 24, and whatever number I pick out blindly will determine the book I'm going to be reading right over here. So, what I'm going to do is grab my little pen here and go up and down on both columns, and whatever number my pen stops on will be the number of the books on here. So say for example I pick 13, it'll be the top of my second stack over here. But this is going to be interesting. So it looks like number 8, and this actually came off as a random number generator. So I kind of already know what I picked. Let me grab it. So number 8 on the first stack is Mystic River by Dennis Lehane. So I'm going to read the back of this, but I'm probably going to summarize it a little bit. When they were children, Sean Devine, Jimmy Marcus, and Dave Boyle were friends. But then a strange car pulled up to their street. One boy got into the car, 2 did not, and something terrible happened. Something that ended their friendship and changed all 3 boys forever. 25 years later, Sean is a homicide detective. Jimmy is an ex-con who owns a corner store, and Dave is trying to hold his marriage together and keep his demons at bay. Demons that urge him to do terrible things. When Jimmy's daughter is found murdered, Sean is assigned to the case. His investigation brings him into conflict with Jimmy, who finds his old criminal impulses tempt him to solve the crime with brutal justice. And then there is Dave, who came home the night Jimmy's daughter died covered in someone else's blood. A tense and unnerving psychological thriller, Mystic River is also an epic novel of love and loyalty, faith, and family, in which people irrevocably marked by the past find themselves on a collision course with the darkest truths of their own hidden selves. So, there was a movie that was made right after this, and it was directed by Clint Eastwood. The movie is very, very good, so I'm very much excited to read this. It's literally about the same length as Everything's Eventual, so I'm going to try and squeeze it in. But that is Mystic River by Dennis Lehane. And those are my 2 physical books that I'm hoping to get to. Again, I don't want to overwhelm myself here. But the next section are going to be my audiobooks. So I just randomly picked 3. 1, I was so intimidated by, and I don't even know if I want to listen to it, but I will listen to it in the near future if I have any interest in it. But I'll get into that later. But the 3 that I picked out for audiobook form, I'm on the wrong page. Okay. Okay, so in no particular order, I think the first one I do want to read in February is going to be The Extraordinary Life of Sam Hill by Robert Dugoni. And apparently this has something to do with a guy who is like a convict or something. And I heard that a lot of people say that this is very, very good. So I'm very excited for that. The next one is The World Wasn't Ready for You by Justin C. Key. And this is an anthology written by Black authors. So it's kind of like Out There Screaming. And this is just another one that I found on Audible. And the final book I want to get to in February through Audible is going to be something a little bit shorter. Boldly Go by William Shatner. Yeah. And I'm not the biggest Star Trek fan. I just thought that this sounded very interesting. So those are the 3 audiobooks that I'm hoping to get to in February. And finally, the final section are my Kindle reads. So I'm going to try and obtain the perfect month achievement on my Kindle app. And these 3 books will definitely get me toward that goal. And the first one I want to talk about is Lovesick by John Athen. And this is an extreme horror novel about a man who is obsessed with his girlfriend, and he stops at nothing to literally not let her go, even if it takes brutality and murder. So this one sounds very, very messed up, and I definitely can't wait to read it. The next one is probably my shortest one, and this is a kick-ass title and a kick-ass cover. All You Need Is Love and An Electric Current by Mackenzie Kiera. And this is part of the Rewind or Die series, which I've read 2 so far. This will be my 3rd one. So far, I really have been enjoying this series, so that's up next. And if I do have time, I put on Tribesmen by Adam Caesar, which is his take on Cannibal Holocaust and all that stuff. So, these are the hopeful books that I'm getting to in February. It happens to be the shortest month of the year, so it's not, I didn't want to overwhelm myself, but I think I can definitely get through at least Everything's Eventual and maybe some of Mystic River. That's why I only picked 2 physical books. But if I do manage to finish Everything's Eventual and Mystic River, I might go ahead and give you guys another random number and add that into this video. So I think I will go ahead and do that now. $18. Let's see what I got here. So that bonus book, if there is time, Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. And this is a revenge thriller that features a white man and a black man that just escaped from prison, and they're after people who murdered their sons. So I'm very, very excited that I picked this out because I definitely do want to read it. So it'll happen, maybe, but I got all year to get through these books, so this is a possibility for February. Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. And there you have it. Those are the books that I'm hoping to get to in February. Hope you guys enjoyed. And probably Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to do my wrap-up videos where I'll talk about the movies I watched in January on Wednesday. And Thursday, I'll do my January book wrap-up. So stay tuned for that. And then on Friday, I'm going to go see Argyle. So I'll have a review out for that as well. But other than that, that's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios and happy reading. Peace.